Control Shift and click drag out a line, cutting out the arms. I'm going to save time and mirror and weld to the other side as well. So while I'm here, I'm also going to grab the portion for the shirt collar. Cleaning out the groups, getting rid of the inside of the mouth. So now I have 3 isolated groups. Then I'm using the group split function to split all these groups into separate subtools. Going back to the base mesh, I'm going to just show the head for preview. Then I can go back to the arms and start working on it. This will be the shoulder armor block out. Take some time to organize the scene a little bit. I'm renaming all of these subtools. For the shoulder armor, I'm going to fill out the volume a little bit. Make the arm into Dynamesh. And using the move and clay brush to start roughing in the form. Switching to the knife curve brush. I'm gonna cut out the bottom part of the shoulder armor. Control Shift, click and drag out a line. You can double tap the Alt key to get a sharp corner. Going back to the body base mesh, I'm going to unhide the arm for preview. It's going to fast forward the process. Basically, I'm just using the move brush, the clay brush, to start nudging in the form. For the 2 extrusion, I'm just going to mask it and pull it out. Using the trim dynamic brush, I'm cleaning up the surface a little bit. Duplicating the shoulder armor down and scale it and move it into place. It's moving to the collar geo really quick. I'm going to inflate it using the transpose tool. Fill it in with a different color so I can see it. And go through the same process of using the move brush. Start shaping it. Going to also fill out the backside of the body armor as well. I'm using the Damien standard brush really quickly, cutting the fabric and roughing in some wrinkled details. For the blockout stage, I just want to move through things pretty quickly, having all of the meshes in so I can see the whole character in a big picture. For the other arm, gonna follow the same method as well. I have the base arm here that I cut out earlier, Dynamesh it, and start shaping it. It's pretty much a similar process as before, so I'm going to fast forward it. I'm using the clay brush to fill out the volume for the upper arm. There is a really big tapering going on with the silhouette of the character. I usually shape my meshes, and then I'm going to use the /3 brush to cut out the different section of the armor. So I don't really care too much about precision just yet. I just need to know how big things are going to be, how they're kind of interacting with each other. Using the knife curve brush, I'm going to cut out the inner face for the shoulder armor. Using the MAH brush, I want to define the beveling a little bit more. So I'm here going to mask the interface, come back out, and trace the outline. Going back to the /3 brush to move on to the rest of the arms, start shaping it, and also cutting out the different panel lines, pushing in the elbow socket area, using the clay brush to build up volume, and Damien Standard and the MAH cut brush to help me define the panel trim a little bit better. I'm fast forwarding this quite a bit because it's pretty much the same process. Going back and forth between moving the shapes in and out. Same thing for the forearm. For the hands, I'm thinking of giving him 3 fingers. It looks like he has 3 fingers on the mechanical arm design. For now, I'm just going to draw out his knuckle pads and inflate out the fingers a little bit more. Pushing in the shapes, and then I'm masking out the lower arm so I can do a global scaling. So that's pretty much it for the arm block out. In the next video, we're gonna move on to the legs.